What in the world is going on here? That is degreeing a camshaft. Now, I've been asked about doing this before a time or two. I don't think I've ever done a video on it, so I figured I'd do one here for you today. This is, again, the 6-liter engine out of this G8 that is getting the LSA supercharger, along with everything else but a paint job and suspension, basically. So I figured I would do a little cam degreeing video here and kind of show you guys some techniques and why we do something like this. Now, the first thing you need to understand is that this is not an adjustable timing set. So if we degree this cam and we get some numbers that differ from that cam card, this has to go. And you will need a cam card to do this. The specs on the camshaft are not enough. All of these numbers here, the stuff that everybody posts online when they talk about their cam, this is how long the valves open and how far they open and the angle by which the intake and exhaust are separated. But what those numbers do not tell us are the critical opening and closing points of the valves. That is what's going to cause piston to valve clearance issues, and that is what we want to measure. So the first thing we need to do is make sure that we are actually at top dead center. Going by the dots lining up is not enough. We need absolute top dead center, and then we can install our degree wheel and our pointer and get it, lined up where it goes in the correct spot. Now, I'm doing this with the cylinder heads off of the engine, so I have another dial indicator down there on a lifter that I have converted to be solid. If your cylinder heads are still installed on your engine, you can do this with a piston stop, and oftentimes that's considered a preferred method because doing it that way sort of takes the slop out of the bearings in the bottom end that may or may not exist. But this will get us, for intents and purposes here, close enough since we don't have